LoveLine is meant for an adult audience. LoveLine may contain sexually oriented content. Listener discretion advised. Now, here's LoveLine. 1-800-LOVE-191 with Dr. Drew and Adam Carolla.
Are you insane?
Today's LoveLine. I'm Adam Carolla. That is Dr. Bruce. Dr. Bruce is filling in for Dr. Drew. Dr. Drew is, I don't know where Dr. Drew is. We don't talk that much anymore, but I think his people may have told my people where he went, but I didn't ask my people what his people said. So Dr. Bruce is filling in not only tonight, but for the rest of the week, and so far doing a mediocre job. Heather Kozar is our guest. Oh, let me give the phone number out first. 1-800-LOVE-191. Fax number 310-854-4455. Even though I've never seen a fax in the 8 years I've been here. Heather Kozar is our guest. She is the 1999 Playmate of the Year. She's the very beautiful blonde, platinum blonde. Has a little bit of a throwback look. A little that Marilyn Monroe, a little maybe Jane Mansfield. Something you'd see painted on the side of an airplane. That little bit of that, right?
Possibly.
It's nice. It's kind of, it's classy. I like it. Yeah, they look good. Yeah, you think I'm cute? Mm-hmm. Okay.
I like your shirt, too.
Thank you. It's very festive. Heather, you know, when you win, I don't know, when did Playmate of the Year start? It didn't start the first year, did it?
No, it was actually 5 years after the magazine
came into existence?
Yeah, so I'm the 40th anniversry.
Right. Because I think it came into existence in like 53, and
Exactly.
and then they started with the Playmate of the Year.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's funny. It takes you a while to come up with those ideas. You're not so grandiose your first year out on the street that, hey, we need a whatever of the year, because who cares at that point?
Mm-hmm.
But I remember this Playmate of the Year every year, and it was always like, they used to give him like a moped or something. And like the chick who won in 77 got a moped, Bruce. No gas in it, not even any two-stroke oil.
How do you remember that?
I just remember. Heather over here gets a $100,000 289 Shelby Cobra.
Actually, 427.
Yeah, you know
I
what's...
asked for the better one.
Oh, you did? Here's the thing. Carroll Shelby made his famous Cobra cars back in the 60s, or like a legendary muscle car. If you could find an original 429 or 427 now, it would be going for, over $1 million. But over the years, they made a lot of replicas of these things, but they weren't really sanctioned by Shelby. But Carroll Shelby's now come back and started making these things, and they're pretty wicked. And they have the small block, that's the 289, and then the big block, which is it the 427? 427.
Yeah.
And you know what you're doing, because...
Well, they're going to have to teach me how to drive it, so they're flying me out to Las Vegas. They're going to build it September 1st, so I have a little bit of time.
His facility is out there, if I'm not mistaken, and you can try it on the Vegas Motor Speedway or something like that.
Yeah,
right?
They have several racetracks.
Yeah, that is a wicked awesome car. And then also, if that wasn't enough, if you can't kill yourself with that, here's another way to kill yourself. We got you a BMW R1200C Cruiser, which is just a wicked street bike.
I've actually ridden that.
Really?
Mm-hmm. It's 850 pounds. I rode it in Palm Springs. Entertainment Tonight flew me down there, and the BMW people came down. They showed me how to ride it, and it was probably the stupidest thing I've ever done now that I think about it, because I could have easily been dead.
All right, but aren't you just going to sell both these things?
Eventually. I'd like to keep them for a couple years.
Really?
Yeah, absolutely.
Do they care?
Keep them for me.
Does Hugh tell you not to sell this stuff? It makes us look bad?
No.
He doesn't care?
No, as long as you accept it in public and, say thank you very much, then it's no big deal. It's yours. It's your gift. You get to do whatever you'd like with it. Because
this Cobra is worth, it's close to $100,000, I think, this car.
Yeah, they say it starts at like $125,000.
And actually, this car, unlike other cars in other years that they've given to Playmates, you may want to hang on to this one because they're doing it in limited production.
$500.
Carol, you've done a research.
I know.
Who knew I knew so much about these cars either? I didn't. I just
know
sat
a lot.
down and read about it. I just sat down and saw it on this thing. Luckily, I'm an enthusiast. But they'll do these things in limited numbers, as you said. Carroll Shelby, God bless him, may not be here all that much longer. And when he kicks off 5 years from now, and you have one of the original Shelbys, especially if it's the Playmate of the Year, Shelby Cobra, that thing may be going for twice as much 5, 8 years from now.
That's why I'm going to keep it.
All right. But the motorcycle you should sell. You're going to kill. You're going to get drunk and like pop a wheelie on that thing and kill yourself.
Yeah.
And that thing's got to be worth about 20 grand or so, too.
Yeah, somewhere around there.
BMW doesn't make
bike.
anything that's under 20 grand, Bruce. I don't know if you're aware of that. Bruce, how much eating are you going to do during this show?
I was
That's
hoping
why
you'd
he's
keep
so
talking.
quiet.
All right. So, Heather, all right. Well, what the hell? What do we got to talk about? What do you have to do as Playmate of the Year?
Basically, just travel around the world and represent Playboy. Do a lot of television, radio, just meet a lot of fans.
Right.
And launch a lot of Playboy TV and different magazines all over the world. So.
And they basically have an itinerary that's sort of set up for you before the year begins, before
Basically,
your
up
reign
until
begins.
December, I have a schedule that's really full now.
Right.
And then, they'll wait until the 2nd.
But the unveiling party is in like April or May?
April 29th is when it was.
Oh, that's good. See, I'm almost May.
Well, that was my day. It was very exciting. There were 600 people there and a lot of camera crews, and it was one of the best days of my life.
I've been to those before. It's quite an event. I did not go to yours. Had I known it was you, did I not? No, I didn't know it was you because
Nope.
they didn't say it was you, right?
No, they can't tell.
They
don't
can't,
tell
but
any-
you
They
knew
send
it.
out the invitations and they just say Playmate of the Year 99. They don't even say your name.
Yeah.
So.
And you figure you go because the chick's got to be good looking. I mean, right? I mean, how ugly
You
can
hope
she be?
so.
And there's going to be food and booze. But when did you know?
A couple months ahead because I had to do the video and the pictorial.
Right.
So I'd say probably February.
Do they swear you to secrecy or something?
Basically.
And so you then get, you come out the very beginning of May. But then, I mean, the thing's April 29th. Then does your reign end December 31st?
No, it's all year until next year at the same time.
It goes through to the next time. All right. And in between then, it's a bunch of shows, bunch of traveling,
Exactly.
bunch of that kind of stuff.
Lots of fun.
What if there was a war on? Would you have to go somewhere?
I think it would be by choice anyway. I could go over and entertain the troops or something.
Right. Or certainly at least one lucky troop. That's the way I'd do it.
Yeah.
All right. So you ready to take some calls?
There's the number. Leave me alone tonight.
Are you a little disappointed? Do you know the show? Have you seen Drew? He's quite a hunk.
Yes,
Dr.
actually I
Drew?
have.
Yeah, he's
Yep.
very cute, that Drew. Bruce is no slouch,
Bruce
but
is
he's
very nice.
he's no Drew.
Thank you.
Veronica,
Yes.
you're, I can't tell how old you are. Let's see, you're 24.
Yeah, I'm 24.
What's going on?
Actually, I just recently found out that my husband had the opportunity to be with 2 women before we got married, and he turned it down. But it seems to
Was that on his suicide note?
No, it was more he knew them, and
Right.
he didn't want to,
You're right.
Yeah.
How'd you find that out?
We were just discussing some things, and it came up, and he just said it, and I didn't ever know this before, and I just felt like now he's married, he feels maybe,
Yeah.
that he lost his opportunity or whatever.
Yeah.
And
I'm not sure if that was a done deal. I mean, if it was carved in stone. A lot of time there's a difference between what the guy thinks his opportunity was and what the girls think his opportunity was. As a matter of fact, I don't even think it was 2 women. I'm guessing it was just one big one.
Was he disappointed? Did he express?
Hey, I go by weight. I've done that before. We've all done
actually,
that.
he said that what it was is that he was making out with one, and a friend of hers came in, and he knew them both. They're mutual friends of his, and they obviously were bisexual, and he just was embarrassed because he knew them both.
Right,
He
okay.
said, he said no,
All right.
maybe he didn't know the other one or something, but he just turned it down.
All right, so he turned it down, and now...
And, I've done everything mutually possible to try and satisfy him intimately, just him and me.
All right.
As far as anything he wants.
Right. Okay. But you only have one mouth and one vagina, right?
Right.
Well, so that's probably why he's telling her that, is because he's like hint.
You know, and
I'd say that.
you know, he's never said that he isn't satisfied. He's never. It's just that, you know, we've been married almost going on 7 years now.
Yeah.
And, you know, we try everything to, you know, spice it up. We do have children together and everything.
How many kids you have?
We have 2.
All right.
Sounds great so far. So what were you? Did you have a specific question?
What's the problem?
I just want to know what would be your opinion. Do you think? See, he's even got me thinking about it now. That maybe
The threesome.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But I don't. You know, our intimacy is so great that I don't want to break that.
You know, don't ask Adam his opinion on this.
No.
It's going to ruin things.
No. Listen, I don't think threesomes are a bad idea, but not when you have a couple of kids and you're married.
Right.
Yeah.
It's not going to work if you're in the grotto with Heather and the runner-up to the Playmate of the Year.
Adam's
That's
Love Grotto.
something
I
else.
wouldn't consider myself bisexual, but I do catch myself on, like you said, Playmate of the Year. They're gorgeous. You know, I even catch myself looking at them like, oh my God, and I feel bad afterwards. But
You shouldn't feel bad. You're just appreciating the beauty of someone else. And
Right.
Humans are very curious, so it's okay to do that.
And fantasy is one thing, acting on it's another.
Exactly.
Keep it in the fantasy realm.
right.
Don't do it if you feel uncomfortable.
Right, that's why I said, you know, I don't know if I want to go through with it.
All right,
he's never even said-
listen, Screwball. You can't go through with it because you have the 2 kids.
Right.
All right, it'll screw up the relationship.
Right.
We hear it every night.
Yeah. You know
Okay, that's enough. I want to sound like an old fart. Threesomes are great if you're in some college, you know, if you go to Europe and you're there for the summer and you're in some I was going to say brothel, but a youth hostel or something like that, and you're going back and blah, blah, and there's a few drinks, have a good time. But it's going to screw up the relationship you're in.
If your kids are in the other room, forget it.
Especially if the kids are there. Let me tell you, I watched some of that DVD porn last night. You ever see that, Heather? That DVD porn? Mm-mm. You know, Jenna Jameson, the adult film star, she came in here a couple of weeks ago and she gave me this DVD porn, and I didn't want to hassle with it because it was like, it's too complicated for me, you know? My thing is I'm old school. You know what I mean? I could just use the Vegas ad in the back of the sports page. I don't need a whole lot of technology when it comes to masturbation, but I was sort of down in my den and the pickings were slim, and I thought, I'm going to try this DVD porn out. And I had this thing, and I was working the behind-the-scenes stuff.
Really?
Oh, yeah, it was great. It's like the caterer was there, you know, and like the fire marshal, and, you know, and you can do all the still frame and fast forward and click,
Didn't that sort of
and
ruin the whole
slow
ambiance
motion.
of the thing for you?
No. For me, it was more interesting doing the sort of behind-the-scenes stuff. You know what I mean? I wasn't whacking off to some the craft service or anything like that, Bruce. Come on, I just mean it was interesting getting a whole look. I had to flip. It did screw me out when I had to get up and flip the disc at one point. That was uncomfortable. It was hard to make it to the TV, but it was like I was walking in shackles, you know. But it was interesting. I highly recommend it. Have you ever seen that? Do they have a DVD? They must have a DVD Playmate of the Year version of your video.
Karen
pictorial.
McDougal's, they have last year's Playmate of the Year, and they're going to be having mine soon.
They
It takes
are?
a little while.
You don't have that on you?
Not yet.
It's probably in better taste than what you were watching.
Soon.
Yeah, that's all
I'll
right.
send you one when I get it.
When you get far away.
Different taste, same result, though. Matt,
Yeah.
you're 16.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Well, every time my girlfriend gives me a blowjob, my dick gets really red and really irritated.
Yeah, it's called an erection.
Maybe it's psychosomatic.
It lasts for like 3 days or so.
Is she just too rough? Does she?
I don't know. I don't want to like talk to her about it because I don't really know. I just don't really want to talk to her about it. I thought it might be her teeth, but
How about her lipstick? How about her makeup? How about
That's true.
oh no,
saliva?
I mean like
Alert. How long does it take before you get red?
I don't know. I don't really like look. It's not really too much about it. It's kind of like a irritating kind of. I don't know how to explain it.
I don't know. Go to the doctor then, Matt.
No,
Well, what do you want us to do?
I don't know.
Well, put a condom on. Hey, why don't you put a condom on and see what happens?
All right.
Okay, I mean, you could have an allergy or it could be direct irritation from something in her mouth.
Okay.
What is there something
what
else?
would the allergy be? For the to like lipstick?
Lipsticks, absolutely. So
How do they test for that?
how do you
Let's
test?
get involved with that program.
Test for it. Get some lipstick on your skin and it swells up. There's your test.
But your penis skin's not different?
No.
Okay. Forget
So, does the swelling last for long, or do you get any drainage, or?
It just kind of lasts for about like 2 or 3 days. It's kind of sore, for 2 or 3 days or so.
And it gets red within a few hours?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably some. I mean, theoretically,
Well,
be allergic.
how's the swelling work? And what's wrong with swelling in the penis, by the way?
Should go on.
That was supposed to be a good
Should go on
thing.
in
We could all use a little swelling in the penis,
Should
couldn't
go on
we?
in the inside and not in the
I may
outside.
demonstrate the swelling in the penis
I'll be far
before
away
the
from
show's
you.
over.
Okay. So,
I may be allergic to something of Heather's. All right, what's going on? What? Bruce?
I thought I was done.
Okay, I think you're done
Yeah.
too. Yeah, I don't really know if that sounded sort of bogus or he was really stupid or I don't know what that is. But how do you know when you have swelling in your penis?
No, the skin. If you have swelling under the skin, such as when you have any kind of a allergic reaction in something like poison ivy, or
Yeah, but that'd be blotching or breakouts.
well, he said it turned red and
swelling.
irritated. So
Yeah, I swear, Heather, I got to tell you, we have the world's dumbest callers on this show. It amazes me.
Takes all
Every
time.
night. I've been here 3.5 years, and I walk out of here flabbergasted at how stupid our callers are.
but
every
the
night.
ones that idolize you are the worst.
No.
Oh, yeah.
No, they are angels.
Want me to
What are you
study?
talking about?
They can do no wrong.
They can do no
Metal
wrong.
workers in community college. Those guys say, "I love you."
You got a call picked out
I'm
there,
sorry.
Bruce?
How about
Bruce,
wait,
you're ridiculous. Get a pen. Get a goddamn pen. How many times can you use the excuse of your marker not working, by the
you set me
way?
up every night, but
Please.
I'll get you.
Bo,
Yeah,
you're 17.
that's right.
You're on with Heather Kozar. She is the 1999 Playmate of the Year.
Hey.
Hi, Bo.
Hi, how you doing?
Good. How are you?
Absolutely wonderful.
What's going on, Bo?
Well, I had a family reunion like 2 weeks ago, right? And like my second cousin and I are attractive to each other, you know? And I just wasn't sure if that was like weird. You know, is that like too close or is that like starting to get far away?
How old is she?
She's 17 too.
I don't believe there's a law against that. The closer you get, obviously, the higher the chance of some sort of genetic problem if you have kids. But it doesn't mean you're sick. It doesn't mean there's anything wrong with you. And
What do you mean the closer you get? Well, you mean
the increase
in blood?
Right.
Yeah, but it really isn't a lot of that sort of popular myth. I mean,
like
there's some science to it, but not that much.
No, there's a lot of science to that, because if you take a mutation or if you take an abnormality that's just in that family, for instance, and you take two members that have that, which would be extremely unlikely to find that specific genetic abnormality in the general population, take two close relatives
Yeah, but how often do families have a specific abnormality?
well, it doesn't have to be a specific
Hold on,
abnormality.
let me explain something to the people at home.
No.
Whenever you hear that 5 seconds of silence, that means he's stumped. And it's better when you're here because he flails a little bit.
No, it's because I'm trying to think of
You see his
a very,
arm move around a little.
I'm trying to think of a very basic way to explain it.
No, okay, but here's what I want to say. Here's what I mean. Society thinks that if I go and have sex with my sister, and I would never have sex with my sister, possibly oral sex, but not fornication with my sister, that I would give birth to something that was like web-footed and was short an arm or had an extra arm. Now, that's probably not true. My kid wouldn't be as healthy as if Heather and I had some kids. That's for goddamn
Very
sure.
healthy.
But it probably wouldn't come out web-footed or anything like that. Now, if I went to my cousin, it'd be a little bit less, and if I went to my second cousin, it'd be even less than that, and probably not even an issue at that point.
Right.
Is that true?
Yes.
Okay. But be that as it may, we don't recommend it.
Right.
Okay.
There's no law against. I think there is a law against first cousins. I don't think
Right.
that's.
But there's no law?
He's making plans.
Bo, how often do you see her? Who is this? I mean, explain the second cousin.
Well,
She is
it's
whose
my
daughter?
It's my mother's cousin's daughter.
Right, second cousin.
Your mother's cousin's daughter.
Where does she live?
She lives like in Temecula.
And where do you live?
Ukaipa.
All right.
Yeah.
Listen,
Where is Ukaipa in relation to Temecula?
It's like 45 minutes away.
Oh, okay. And hey, where's Temecula? That's north of here, right?
It's outside San Diego.
Yeah.
Oh, I always get that mixed up. Yeah.
So
I did that last week.
I mean, you know what? There's plenty of people to go out with. If there's some attraction here that you can't possibly withstand, then you're not going
sounds
to
like
get
trouble.
Yeah,
but it's not so much the. Heather, you ever date a cousin or family member?
No.
No.
Maybe it's kind of you think that you shouldn't be doing it, so maybe you're even more attracted to it.
It's a little taboo to it.
Mm-hmm. Maybe you should ask his family how they feel about it.
I think it's not so much taboo as it is just desperation. What I mean is it's like when you're a kid, when you're young, your best friend is your neighbor. Mm-hmm. Your best friend's a guy who lives across the street. Your best friend's someone who sits behind you in class. Magically, they're your best friend. Well, it's not they're your best friend. It's just they happen to live near you and you don't have a car. And this is why when people are dating, they end up dating their friend's date or their friend's girlfriend or their friend's sister. It's like everyone gets thrown into a group and no one has a car, so you're screwed. When you get older, you get a car, you move around, you travel around the country. You can really then pick who you're attracted to and who you're not attracted to. But these people get thrown together. They sit all day drinking wine coolers on a picnic table at the reunion, and the juices get flowing, and he doesn't have anyone at his high school who likes him, so he's on to a second cousin.
Yeah.
And that's the way it works.
Makes sense.
But at this point, before he's acted out, before he has any strong feelings, he should just forget about it and date around, find somebody. You have enough
if
stuff
he could
stacked
date
against
around, he
you.
wouldn't be into his second cousin. That's my point. But he should attempt to date around, because if he gets going with this and it doesn't go right, then you got the whole family thing in and Christmas and holidays, and it's a mess. Okay. Heather Kozar is here. She's the 1999 Playmate of the Year. Where do you go after this? You go out of town or something? Oh, wait a minute. I'll tell you where you go. She goes to the
Playmate Expo.
Playmate Expo. The Playboy Expo, I think it says, but I'm not
That's
sure.
what I meant, the Playboy Expo.
You could be right. I don't know. That is Saturday and Sunday. And where is it? It's at the Pacific Design Center?
On Melrose Avenue. And it's going to be, I believe, from 10 to 6 on Saturday and 11 to 7 on Sunday. And there's going to be 210 Playmates. Hugh Hefner will be there. And there will be a lot of celebrities that have actually posed for the magazine, including Sable, the wrestler.
Sure. And
everything Playboy.
And what are they going to be doing? I mean, are they selling things
or
selling things?
Signing autographs. We're also going to be doing photo ops on Hef's round bed. And
They transported Hef's round bed?
From Chicago.
And Hef sleeps on an inflatable mattress that night? Or is there a replica of Hef's round bed? Or how's it work?
Well, it was his round bed that he had in the Chicago mansion.
God knows what's on that bed.
Yeah.
Crabs, hepatitis. I mean, you really imagine what has been done and put onto that bed.
You gonna invite Adam to this?
Yeah, I might come out there. Yeah, I'm big with the Playmates.
There's also going to be a casino and a cocktail lounge, and Playboy Cigars.
There'll be plenty of parking because it's right in the heart of Boys Town, that Pacific Design Center. So there's not going to be one local there. Just a bunch of guys walking their poodles past and turning their noses up at the breeders. Okay, we'll take a little break. We'll talk a little more Playboy and a little more venereal disease and whatever problems you have after this.
Woodstock 99 pay-per-view. Where you can see more live as it happens, uncut and uncensored, than all of the 250,000 crazy fans who are actually there. July 23rd, 24th, and 25th. In the pit, love someone! 65 hours of today's hottest bands. Exclusive live performances. Only on Woodstock 99 pay-per-view. Call your cable or satellite company.
LoveLine's phone number is 1-800-LOVE-191. LoveLine with Adam Carolla and Dr. Drew. We'll be right back.
Not hard to swallow. We've got a frog in our throat.
Lick it up.
It's LoveLine.
WEBN.
Hey. All right. Where the hell was I? Where's my piece of paper? Heather Kozar is our guest tonight. She is the 1999 Playmate of the Year. She got herself a, well, it said 289, but it's a 427 Shelby Cobra replica. And is it the Cobra replica? Because he also has another car that he's coming out
The
with.
new Series 1. Is that the one you're speaking of?
Listen, why don't
She knows more than you do.
Dump that guy. We'll sit around and talk about cars all day long. Nothing physical at first. yeah, but you're getting the Cobra replica.
Yeah, the Playmate of the Year last year, Karen, she received the Series 1.
Right,
And now I'm getting the remake of the 1965.
Right, which is just the world's most wicked car. It's just it's all aluminum. It probably weighs 1,900 pounds, and it has a big block 8-cylinder engine that's probably good for about 400 horsepower, maybe a little more. So it's pretty crazy. Plus, the new one, you got your disc brakes and a few things worked out. The old one's just all engine and didn't really even have the other suspension and stuff.
Well, they said they're going to add some other things in there, so maybe...
Yours isn't pink, though, is it?
No, they're going to make me a special color red.
A special color red?
Mm-hmm. Like, they're only going to make one red car, and it's going to be the Playmate of the Year car, and they'll never make that again in the same color.
How does this work? Like I said, when I was growing up, I saw, like, for instance, whoever won in 77 got a moped. And, like, I think that she got, like, 400 lineal feet of Z-brick to go along with that. But how does it work that you're calling the shots? You don't want the small block 289. You want the big block 427. You want the color. You got the color. They should just give you what you got. And pardon me, you're very beautiful and everything, but my attitude would be you get the motorcycle, you get the car, and you don't get to pick out the color of the car.
Well, actually, Shelby, they're a really great company, and Don Rager, the president of the company, I've been discussing it with him, and he's given me the options.
I see.
So that's, I'm not demanding or anything.
You will pick the car up.
Actually, the car's going to stay in Las Vegas.
Oh,
because
I see.
have nowhere to keep it, and
No
you cannot
warehouse.
drive it.
No, I'll keep it.
Here on the street.
Yeah. Well, it is street legal. It's just you would raise quite a ruckus, especially at that.
And you can't get very fast anyway, so just go out on the track and race it.
All right. And yeah, hang on to it. That thing is going to be worth something. All right. You ready to move forward here, Bruce? Mm-hmm. All righty. Danielle?
Yeah.
You're 18.
Yes.
What's going on?
Well, I'm in California. I'm visiting from out of town and visiting my family's here. And I have a cousin who's like 12, and I've just heard some very, very strange things about him from his mother and my cousins, some very strange things that he's doing. His mother just had a baby, and she's about maybe a month and a half old, and it's really weird because she was telling my mom that while her boyfriend was at her house, the father of the baby, while they were having sex, and he was underneath the bed laughing. And they could hear him, and they didn't know. And then she got him out from under the bed. And
hold on. What do you mean? They could hear him, but they didn't know?
Oh.
What does that mean?
They didn't know he was there at first, but I guess she heard him laughing. And
right.
Her boyfriend was like, from what I heard, was like really, freaked out about it. And when they asked him about it, all he was doing was just laughing.
He's 12 years old?
Yeah. And he's been doing it. That's not the first time he had done it. And, he's like I said, he's 12, and I know he's a little boy. And
yeah, where's his biological dad?
Well, his mother left. He went to jail, and I guess his mother messed around on him while he was in jail, so they got a divorce after he got out of jail. So I think he's on the East Coast somewhere.
That's great. Hey, listen, honey, I'm divorcing you because while I was in prison, you cheated on me, you little bitch. Now, I know I was in for 8 years, but, with good behavior, I'd be paroled in 6, and there's no excuse. Yeah. You do not betray a man by cheating while he's in jail, right, Bruce?
That's wrong. I agree.
Listen, this whole family's a mess.
What are their acting out behaviors?
Huh?
What are their acting out type stuff?
Well, I guess this is really not weird, but I know he collects Beanie Babies, and I think that's kind of weird. And all his little friends are girls, like younger girls.
Well, listen, you better hope this kid goes gay, otherwise he's going to be a serial killer.
You know, that's what I think. You know, sometimes I think that, but then it's like, and also we were at a wedding, and he was hiding under the table, and my cousin says to me, you know what? He was under the table, and I think he was looking up my skirt.
Yeah. Okay.
You know what? This kid sounds pretty normal for what he's been through. It's not healthy to be in the same room under the bed when adults are having sex, and visualizing that can be harmful. So that's a problem. The kid doesn't sound like he's doing anything that would warrant him going to a child
his dad was in jail. His mom's a little out of control.
Right. The parents.
The future doesn't look bright. But I don't know what the hell you do about it. Can you get Mama to settle down a little bit?
That's like a whole nother story. That's a whole nother topic.
Does she have any other kids?
Yeah, she has another son who's going to be a sophomore.
Oh.
And he's okay. I mean, he's pretty much.
You sure?
You know.
We'll just tell her to start checking under the bed first.
Here, tell her to start doing it on
easy.
Do it on the lower bunk from now on.
I mean, the problem is that people out there that have kids don't get training. They don't have to get a license. Anybody can have a kid, and then it's their responsibility, and it's very difficult to intercede. But if somebody in the family can help them structure a more stable home for the kid.
Yeah. Danielle needs to.
Danielle's got great.
She's
good
great.
intentions.
She's got to take care of herself. Right. I think the kid will be all right. And let's put it this way: if he's not going to be all right, there's not much you're going to do about it. Should we all just kill ourselves now? Heather, you have any sisters?
Mm-hmm. I have an older sister.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
How old?
She's 28.
Yeah. What's she look like?
We don't look exactly alike. We have a little bit of resemblance.
Hey.
Is she married?
Yeah. No, I mean, I was going to say she lives in Ohio, and no, she's not married.
Yeah. Is she jealous of you?
No, not at all. No, because she's a professional. She works at a hospital, and I mean, I do what I do, so we're just both very proud of each other for
what you do,
our different accomplishments.
Sure. Yeah, she's emptying bedpans and
no, not
for
quite.
$7 an hour, and you're traveling the world in your new Shelby Cobra. Sure, same life, same thing.
That's a shallow Cobra.
I take her for a ride every now and then.
Oh, she wants to kill you. Are you kidding me? She must want to kill you. And was it always a dream of yours to be in Playboy?
No, I'd never even seen a magazine until like 5 or 6 years ago. So it wasn't a dream of mine. And
did somebody submit you? Did you submit yourself?
A photographer friend of mine in Akron, Ohio, told me about a model search for the Book of Lingerie, and so I pretty much just went up and tested.
Mm-hmm. So you're just aspiring model, actress, doing some bikini modeling, that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm. I like to try new things, live at risk.
Yeah, you know the thing that's cool about being in Playboy now is 25 years ago, 30 years ago, 40 years ago, whenever the thing was getting started, and even up until sort of like the last 10, 15 years, there's a little stigma around it. It's like, hey, you're posing naked. Mm-hmm. What do your friends, what do your parents think? Well, what's your boyfriend think, or husband, or whatever? You know, it's a little stigmatized. Now it's like, oh, thank God she's not doing stunt porn. Mm-hmm. Thank God she's not like underneath some goat doing something. I mean, there's so much bizarre stuff going on the internet. There's so much graphic porn, and all the stuff is like, oh, we got it's 5-way anal gangbang porn and all this. You're doing Playboy. That's like nothing. Mm-mm. I mean, it's like it's nothing. It's actually it's just art at this point.
Exactly.
You might as well just be posing for a painter. It's a zero. I mean, it was a little bit of a deal 20 years ago, but now it's like there's so many more things that are so far past posing nude for Playboy that you get the money, you get the cars, you get the recognition, and it's cool. Mm-hmm. There's no more stigma. What a great time for you to be alive, huh, Heather?
Absolutely.
Krista?
Yes.
You're 26.
Yes.
What's going on?
I just wanted to thank Dr. Bruce because I was listening last night, and he said something that wasn't horribly insightful, but it really resonated with me.
Yeah, well, you can listen for a long time before he says something horribly insightful.
Continue with your relevant comment.
Well, you were talking to some woman, I can't even remember what she was talking about, but of course you're going on the thing about how sex should be between two people, and it's sacred, and should be in a committed relationship, and it just clicked. Like, it made sense for me. And so I'm just starting to see someone now, and I feel a lot less anxious about sleeping with him than I did before last night.
Because you're not going to sleep with him?
Not for a while.
This guy's going to put a hit on Bruce now if he's listening.
That's fine. No, he'll thank me later.
Right.
No, but I just wanted to thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, Krista.
Connected.
Fantastic. Isn't it always a little disappointing when people repeat back insightful or humorous or witty things that you said? Like they go, oh, man, you said that thing. Oh, it was so funny the other night. This guy called in and he was talking about his dog, and you said, shut up, fat ass. And you go, yeah, it was real funny. And you go, I thought it was going to be something good. Like, it's always a little disappointing. Not that wasn't horribly insightful, that don't have sex immediately. I know you pioneered that, but weren't you expecting something just a little wittier, something a little more interesting?
No, because you're always ragging on me whenever I say that and saying, oh, it's a Christian comment. I'm just saying it's a...
I know, but weren't you kind of hoping that Krista would repeat something that's just a slightly more profound?
That was a bad night last night. I don't think I said anything that
I didn't remember anything either, and now I know I'm right. Heather, you're religious, right?
Mm-hmm. I'm a Christian also.
And you're... Nothing wrong. Listen, I happen to be atheist, but I know that's not. I know it's a little bit naughty, but I think that kind of excites you, right? The atheist, that naughty atheist guy. He could cuss at any time.
Whatever works for you.
You go to church every Sunday?
No. I do not.
You come from a Christian family?
Yes, I was actually pretty much raised in the church and very involved when I was growing up. And I mean, I have my own relationship with God, and I think that you don't have to go to church every Sunday to be considered a Christian. And
especially during football season. I like when people do that, they go, not you're not doing that, but I got my own personal relationship with Christ. I don't believe you have to go to church to worship or give up heroin or stop beating your wife to have a relationship with the Almighty. You know
That's
what I mean?
What you heard, huh?
Put down the booze or stop the sodomy or the infidelity. I don't believe you have to do that in order to have a relationship with Jesus Christ or settle on just one wife or any of that stuff. Stop planting
that's Mormon,
pipe
isn't it?
bombs in the federal building. I believe you can still have a personal relationship with Jesus Christ and not, leave the confines of your own basement where you're conducting a lot of experiments.
I think she's just talking about church.
Oh, I see. I may have went on too long there. So are your folks okay with the Playboy stuff and all that? I mean, being religious folk?
It's not my mother's first choice, but she's proud of me.
Yeah, but you really should just throw her like a issue of Hustler or Swank or Shaved or something.
I think she would probably combust.
All right, she'll get used to it. We'll take ourselves a little break. Okay, you may have disappointed your mother, but think how much happiness you're bringing to the rest of the world. Mm-hmm. And that's the way Jesus would have wanted it. Heather Kozar, 1999 Playmate of the Year, is here. Dr. Bruce, who holds no title, is here. He's filling in for Dr. Drew. He does have qualifications, although he's not revealed them to me or the listening audience yet in the 3 days he's been here. We'll take a little break. We'll be back.
You have 5 seconds.
LoveLine with Adam Carolla and Dr. Drew.
2.
Back in a minute.
1. LoveLine on 92.1 KFMA.
Hey, it's LoveLine. I'm Adam Carolla. That is Dr. Bruce filling in for Dr. Drew. Dr. Bruce is qualified. He is board certified. Addiction medicine, emergency medicine, does a lot of work. Loves the kids. He's really, if everyone was like Bruce, we'd be living in a nice world. Be a little boring. Be a little, music would probably be pretty bad, but it'd be a safe, quiet community we all lived in. Bruce, you going to the ER tonight?
No.
No, you don't have to go into work tonight?
No.
But you did last night?
Yeah.
Bruce would leave this show and go to work when he's filling in for Drew, which meant his shift was like 1 a.m. to 6 a.m. Is that right?
Well, the shift was 9 to 6, so I had one of my good friends work for me.
I see. Oh, 9 to 6. Did you see anything last night? Anybody, any gunshot wounds? Anything bizarre?
No, pretty
quiet. Yeah.
There's always people coming through. A lot of kids with earaches during the night, and also a lot of the adults that come through. A lot of them, if they don't have serious illnesses, or a lot of psychiatric type things.
Right. Is it what percentage of people who go to the ER really need to go there? You know what I'm saying?
That's a tough. It depends.
25%.
Yeah, it depends on the ER. If you have a trauma center, if you have a busy county or city ER, probably a higher percentage of individuals really need to be there. And today, there's less use of the ER as a primary care center, which used to occur more frequently. People are shunted away to clinics and things like that.
But if someone comes in, they have a sore throat or a headache or something, I mean, it seems bad to them, but there's really nothing you can do, right?
No.
Go home, put a towel on your head, leave it alone.
I mean, the important thing is what the person is thinking is more important. If somebody brings their child, for instance, I try and emphasize to the parents, don't feel, if they end up not having anything serious, I say, you know what, don't feel bad, you should have come. Because some say, oh, I shouldn't have come in, I knew it. But they didn't know that, and that's a good parent. And it's the parents out there that are neglecting or not bringing their kids in. So there's certain cases where you never want to show any frustration about, well, why are you here? And,
right.
But
all right, what's the average weight at your ER?
The average weight, probably in 2 hours.
Yeah,
hour, 2 hours.
Last time I went to an ER, I sat around for 2 hours and I went home. I was actually cured myself. I just sat there for so goddamn long. I just decided, oh, screw it, I'll go die at home. I want to be amongst my family and friends when I die instead of next to some guy who's vomiting into a trash can.
Yeah, they found, of course at our ER, but locally, they found a patient dead in a seat. He'd been waiting 5 hours, and when they went to get him, he was deceased.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. Sad part is they still charged him. Same amount, right?
No, he hadn't been checked in yet.
Okay. Cora?
Yeah.
You're 15.
Yeah.
You're on with Heather Kozar. She's the Playmate of the Year.
Hello, Cora.
Hello. Okay. I'm in Reno.
Hold on a second. What the hell is this? There's a Viagra package. What is this, Bruce?
Is that yours?
Don't look at me.
No,
You said you're having a problem with the swelling?
That's why you're swelling out.
Okay.
There's a Viagra. There's an expired Viagra package that was in my little notepad here. If I boiled it, I could probably get like a little dose out of this and drink the tea, right?
He's a little embarrassed.
Oh, wait a minute. Why would I yank this out? I just saw it underneath this thing.
I thought it fell out of your pocket.
No, seriously. Seriously, it's a 5-pack and they're all gone.
It took 5.
I figured Heather was coming in. I had to kick it up a notch, you know what I mean?
Better stand back.
God. No, seriously, did you bring this in here?
I've never seen it before.
Heather?
Sorry,
Wow.
Don't take them.
All right. I'll look around this place. What about this kilo of Coke? Is that yours, Heather, or is that yours, Bruce? No.
It's pharmaceutical.
Go ahead, Cora.
Okay, I'm in Reno visiting my family.
Yeah.
I'm originally from Chatsworth area in California.
Right.
And my cousin's 17, I'm 15, and this guy named Jesse, he's 17. And my cousin's like all over Jesse, but Jesse wants to get with me and me to be his first. And I want to know what I should do.
How old's your cousin?
17.
17, and Jesse's 17.
Uh-huh.
And he doesn't like your cousin?
No.
How do you know?
Because he's told me.
Yeah, but he may have told her that he doesn't like you. All right, anyway. So is he doing anything with your cousin?
No.
No. They haven't fooled around?
No.
He's told you he wants to have sex with you?
Yeah.
Wow. And why is it that he feels it's okay to tell you that he wants to have sex with you? I mean, it's pretty forward.
Mm-hmm. I don't know.
You don't know?
I have no idea.
What did you say when he said he wanted to have sex with you?
I said, well, I'd have to be in a relationship first.
All right.
All right. And that'll take about 10 minutes?
Basically.
Yeah. All right, now that I'm technically in, it's like I've deputized you as a girlfriend. Now, give me a BJ, would you please? Is that what that is?
Yeah.
Okay.
Isn't that sort of like an insult to you that he's, you're an object, he just wants to have sex with you, basically? It's okay?
Not really.
So that's okay?
Yeah.
Do
you look at it as flattering that he's interested that way?
In a sense.
Yeah. Okay. And so let me get this straight. You come from the Chatsworth area.
Uh-huh.
Oh, that is the armpit of the valley, that Chatsworth. I used to work in that Chatsworth. And I used to work on Owen's Mouth off of Devonshire.
I live by Devonshire and Canoga.
Oh, it's like, I swear, during this time of the year, it's 180 degrees there.
Yeah.
I worked in this cinder block dump over there with no air conditioning. Actually, everyone in Chatsworth is so stupid. All they have is those swamp coolers, which really don't do anything. They just make noise. So you get a slight psychological advantage. You think you're being cooled off because there's something above your head going, ooh, but it doesn't do anything.
Yeah.
So you got out of Are you out of Chatsworth now?
Yeah, I'm in Reno, Nevada.
You're in Reno, like for the summer?
Well, I go home in 9 days.
And where are you staying in Reno?
My aunt's house.
Your aunt's house.
Yeah.
And you're there with your cousin and your aunt, and you're in Reno. And Jesse, he lives in Reno.
Mm-hmm. He lives like maybe 5 minutes away, walking distance.
And he's a local guy.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, see, it smells like trouble because if you guys do have a relationship and then you got to go back to Chatsworth, especially Chatsworth, you're going to want to kill yourself. And you're 15. You're not going to be able to get back to Reno.
How many relationships have you been in?
Well, I've had a bad childhood, and then I've been in about 3 or 4.
What's bad about your childhood?
Bad childhood.
Oh, let me write that down. What was bad about the childhood? It was that the childhood was bad.
So dad was abusive or not around or alcoholic or all of the above?
All of the above.
Yeah.
My mom wasn't around.
Right.
My mom still isn't around.
Well, who are you living with in Chatsworth?
Basically myself, because my mom pays for the house and my stepdad, but nobody's home. It's just me.
Where are they?
Out doing whatever.
Well, okay, they have jobs and stuff, but don't they come home?
My stepdad owns a 7-Eleven, and they're going through a divorce, so he's never home.
Right,
and my mom's out gallivanting, doing whatever she wants.
Oh, boy. And do you have any brothers or sisters?
No, my mom's 30.
Oh, your mom's 30 and you're 15?
Uh-huh.
Wow. That's nice. So you get to be the parent. Well, listen, here's the deal, Cora. You're on a collision course with pregnancy and venereal disease and prostitution and heartache, and you got a whole bunch of stuff. You got a whole bunch of issues, and I know it all gets focused toward men, and it's great because here's a guy who's going to show you some attention because your real dad never gave you attention, and you're like this cup with no bottom on it. You just keep pouring attention into it, and you can never get enough. But it's never gonna. You're just gonna go through a bunch of guys, and you're gonna get pregnant, and you're gonna get your heart broken, and you're still gonna feel like crap at the end of it.
Well, I have a question.
What?
Could this be like a counter reaction of me getting raped from the age of 7 to 11 by my great grandfather?
Your great grandfather?
Uh-huh.
Yes. What happens when you have that kind of abuse, you either tend to repeat that kind of behavior or you get into therapy and somehow you work through
All right. Hold on a second. Cora?
Yeah.
We got to take a break.
Okay.
Just hang on a second. I know we talked to you longer than we should have, but we're going to make a rare exception because you're raped by your great-grandfather.
Yeah.
And how old is your great-grandfather?
He just died last month.
Oh, that's good.
73. He did 6 others in my family.
He did what?
He raped 6 others in my family, including me.
All right. Now, I don't want to pass judgment, but I'm going to downgrade him from great to good. You know what I'm saying? Because, you rape 6 people in your family. You cannot put great in front of your name. Right, Bruce?
Right.
Okay. We'll take a little break, and we'll be back.
LoveLine. Be right back in a minute.
It is LoveLine. We're going to take a quick 10-second timeout, and we'll be back with more of the fabulous show in just 10 seconds.
This is LoveLine on radio station.
Hey. It is Loveline. I'm Adam Carolla. That is Dr. Bruce filling in for Dr. Drew, just as qualified. Maybe a little rough around the edges, but he knows all the medical texts, believe me. Heather Kozar is our guest. She is the 1999 Playmate of the Year. She's got herself a Cobra and a BMW motorcycle to prove it. She looks amazing, and I'll tell you, we should get married because we were talking about our political views during the commercial break there, about how pedophiles should all be rounded up and killed, and for society's good. And I think we're all in agreement here, Bruce.
It's a convincing argument.
Kill him, Heather?
Absolutely.
Kill him.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Torture them the way they've tortured
Oh,
children.
no. I just want to put them down. I think that's enough punishment. And, you know, everyone's always trying to talk these guys out of it. But listen, I take a look at this Heather, this big, beautiful breasts, supple, tight asses, pouting big lips. And that's exciting to me. It really is. And you couldn't talk me out of that. You couldn't talk, if Bruce had testicles, you couldn't talk him out of that either. That's my thing. You can't talk me out of that. And if you lock me up in prison for 10 years, I just want more of it when I got out. You know, that's my thing. And when you talk to some 65-year-old guy who really gets a chubby when a 7-year-old comes in, I don't think you're going to be able to talk him out of that any more than you're going to be able to talk me out of Heather.
You're right.
I'm sorry I had to use you for an example, but
That's okay.
Or talk Heather out of me for that matter, right, Heather?
Yeah, you never know.
Yeah, I do. No, I think I know. But the point is even more so you can't talk that guy out of that one because it's even more off the beaten path and even more deviant, and even I would even suggest stronger in its own way.
And then you end up with Cora's problem.
And then you get Cora. So in which case we should just kill these people. But Cora's great grandfather had a pass at her, and I guess one of the problems of your mother getting pregnant when you're 15 is that you have a great grandfather who can have
I think she's
go at
got
you.
intuition and called for a reason. Hello?
All right. So anyway, Cora, you're thinking of here's the thing, baby. You've been through a ton. You really have. On top of that, you're living in Chatsworth, and you really. Do you listen to this show?
Yeah.
Do you know what goes on this show?
Yeah.
I am telling you, you are in a very high risk category. But the beauty is it's not like cancer or diabetes or something you have to wait around to see about.
Yeah.
You're in control. You're at the helm of your own ship. All you have to do is not get pregnant, is stay in school, is get your grades up, is go to college, is take care, get your counseling, do everything you have to do to make a good life for yourself.
Okay.
It sounds like something's telling you this isn't the right thing to do and this isn't the right guy to do it with.
So I take it I shouldn't sleep with them.
No, don't do it.
You know,
Don't do it.
You remember
listen,
you asked...
don't get drunk with him. Don't even drink cough medicine around him, because that's...
That's already happened. I've already gotten drunk up here.
Yeah.
And he all he did was help me. He didn't make a move at me, nothing.
All right.
But, you know, what does that tell you? I mean, he sees that you have some issues and you have some problems maybe, and any guy that's going to sleep with you and go ahead is got serious problems themselves. And so...
Well, wait a minute. He didn't make a move, and she was drunk, so maybe he's decent.
That's what I said. Any guy,
is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I said that earlier. Let me just ask her a question.
No, let's move on.
You're not even listening. No.
What do you want?
What?
Ask me. I speak for Cora. She's fine.
That's what I could ask you about similar pathology, but...
We've been talking to her for 10 minutes.
Right.
She's
but
fine.
We should have some closure to it that's a little more defined.
You know what your problem is? You want to help everybody. I just want to pretend like I'm helping so Heather likes me.
I don't want to help you.
Okay, listen. We got to move on.
No, come on. 30 seconds.
Okay, hurry.
Okay,
Go.
listen. Cora, okay, do you have any access to a counselor?
Well, I went to counseling for 3 years, and she just made my life miserable.
Okay, but listen, you don't want to end up married to a guy like your great-grandfather.
No.
Okay, what happens, you almost get programmed to seek out people like that are going to victimize you.
Okay.
And it sounds like you've got some intuition about that, and you realize that, and you don't want to do it. And the only way that you can avoid that is go to somebody you like that you can work with on this, so that you end up with a guy that's going to treat you well and be good to you. But what your great-grandfather did sort of set you up for picking guys that are not going to be good to you. Does that make any sense?
Yeah.
Okay, that was your 30 seconds.
No.
Oh, by the way, what day is it? Tuesday?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man. I want to tell people to watch The Man Show, because we're on a day delay in certain places, but The Man Show's over by now. because it's after 10. It's 11:00 whatever.
You're so self-centered and self-absorbed.
Yeah, I'm worried about my own rating. Oh, please. So she was molested. I got ratings issues going on here. Come on, Bruce. You got to prioritize, buddy. Katie?
Yeah.
You're 17.
Yes.
No, I just had some time to think while you were rambling on. That's all. The kids know I love them. Katie, what's your problem?
Well, it's kind of complicated, but the basic thing is there's this guy that I love a lot, and he loves me, but, like, it's kind of, I don't know, like, I talked to counselors about this stuff in the past, and they don't take it seriously because they say, like, love happens after marriage and everything, but, we went out for a year, and then, we broke up, and it was really, really tough.
Yeah.
And,
he broke up with you?
well, it was kind of mutual, but yeah, it was his idea. If I agreed, it was a good idea.
Right.
Because we argued a lot and stuff.
Right, all
We still
right.
love each other, and
How long ago was that?
this was in October.
Yeah. That's a long time ago for a 17-year-old.
Well, you know,
All right.
Okay, how old is he?
he's 16.
All right. Okay. So what do you want?
I want to know, okay, but we've started sleeping together again because we've come really close again.
Yeah, meaning let me translate
He's
that.
horny.
He starts sleeping again. He couldn't get laid like he thought he was going to get laid, and he's horny. Yes.
Please, no, that's what everyone says to me. Please, no, understand. If you knew this guy, you'd understand that he loves me. I just think he's a little confused.
He's really good.
That's good. I wish I could confuse a woman once. They always know exactly what I'm thinking.
I mean, I know it's totally natural for him to want sex. I mean, he's 16, you know, obviously.
Okay, all right. He's a little confused. And so, what are you going to do? Does he have other girlfriends?
He doesn't have any other girlfriends. In fact, he's only slept with one other person. It's just that he wants to sleep with a lot more.
Right. Well, I can see when you're confused. That's the best way to shed light on it.
So it sounds like you sympathize with him that he wants to sleep with a lot of other people, and that's normal for a 16-year-old. Right?
But I get really jealous. That's the thing.
But
yeah,
It drives me insane. And he says that if I stop being jealous, I won't repress him as much, and he'll be more likely to become monogamous. But like
Does this guy have a PhD in something?
This guy's just excellent. I want to. I tell you, I hope this guy comes out with some cassettes or something I can listen to on the drive into work, so I can figure out how to manipulate women into doing my bidding.
Manipulation.
It's great, and you like him. You know what? I swear to God. Hold on a second. I swear I got to find one of these women. There's two types of women, because I know it because you watch Jerry Springer and these other shows, and this show for Christ's sake too. Some women, when you fool, 90% of women, when you screw around on them, want to kill you. Then there's that 10% who want to kill the chick you fooled around on. That's the woman I want. You know what I mean? You two go at it. I'll be over here. I'll be in the bedroom. Winner can just come right on in. Winner take all. That's what I love. I love watching that Jerry Springer and seeing the two women going at it while the guy's just sitting there going, yeah, it was with her I cheated with, honey. Go get her. Are you kidding me? Drew's wife would kill him twice and wouldn't even care about the other one. Can you imagine what she would do to Drew?
Same thing my wife would do to me.
Yeah. I wish I could get one of these Katie types. Katie?
Yeah.
So what did the therapist? What was the deal?
Let's just. Where's your screwball dad that made you feel so bad? Where's he?
No.
Where is he?
It's just so much more complicated.
Where's your dad? Where's your dad?
Is here. He's a doctor. He works a lot.
What? He kind of abandoned you?
No.
Come on.
No, I swear. My dad's here. He works a ton.
I know. That's what I mean. Somebody dropped the ball with your self-esteem.
Well, that's happened a lot.
You don't feel good about yourself.
How's it happen a lot? What's happened?
I don't know. Like, I make friends all the time, and then they totally. I mean, it's so high school, you know. They just.
All right, wait a minute. Were you like a overweight kid or something?
No, I'm good looking. I'm not bad.
Did your dad didn't pay attention to you growing up though? He was always working.
Not a lot, no. He forgot my birthday once.
All right.
But,
sweet 16.
Okay, look, you're assuming this guy needs sex and that it's some obligation you have to provide it for him. And
it's not an obligation. I just really, I enjoy it too, but it's just
okay. But this is you have a self-esteem problem here, Katie.
What do I do?
Well, you got to work on yourself and not work on him.
Well, I don't want to work on him.
Well, yes, you do. You make excuses for the guy. He doesn't really want a relationship. He's just doing his own thing. He wanted to break up in the first place.
I might want to work on him, but I definitely want to work on myself, and I've been trying. But
you do? What are you trying?
Well, like, I've gone to see about a billion psychiatrists, and the last one was actually really good. He told me a lot of stuff, but it was really impermanent. Like, I'd go see him, I'd be happy for a week, and I'd just get depressed.
All right, but it's like blaming the gym because you went there twice, and then it's a year later, and you got a beer gut again. Hey, not a bad analogy, right?
Very good.
Heather, does that attract you at all, that cool analogies? And coupled with my knowledge of the Shelby Empire.
I was very impressed by that.
Thank you.
The other thing is, though, I'm on Prozac, and every time I go to one of these people, they just say, well, up the Prozac, another 10 milligrams.
Okay, psychiatrists work with the medication, and a counselor is going to work on a longer-term basis, seeing you week by week and working on issues, giving you things to do, and I'm not sure if that's what she's done or if
she needs to
just
that.
shut off the...
She needs to get away from that guy just to begin with.
Stop focusing with that. All her energy and neurosis on this guy who's just kind of having a good time.
You know, you're not asking Heather for...
Heather, what's up with you?
I just...
you ever had one of these relationships? Anyone ever dump you?
Yeah, actually, I have been dumped.
I love that story. I really do. It's always amazing. We have these like models in here and actresses and playmates, and they all got dumped by somebody. And I'm always want to find that guy and go, wow, what did you go gay, or did you get hit in the head, or you have like a brain tumor or something?
I got hit in the head after he cheated on me.
Oh, he cheated.
Yes, he cheated on me, and so
you dumped him?
Well, no, he kind of dumped me after that.
How old were you?
I mean, I wouldn't stay with him anyway. I was 17.
Oh, he cheated on you.
I mean, high school is really a difficult time, so.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
It was a blessing in disguise, I think, in a way.
How old was he?
Maybe 6 months older than me.
Oh, substantial age difference. Yeah. Well, here's the problem. Here's the deal. I'm sure you're 23 now, so you couldn't have been a dog in high school. You probably looked okay in high school, and so you're going out with one of the more popular guys. Good-looking guy, right?
Yeah.
Maybe played on the football team or something like that.
Well, this was at a vocational school, so they didn't really have a football team.
Well, he was one of the champion welders or something with the school, or
no, he was one of the cutest guys in the school.
All right, so you're going out the popular guy, and the thing is that's the problem. It's a double-edged sword. You get Mr. Popular, but other people like Mr. Popular too. That's what makes you Mr. Popular. Can't just be one person liking you. So he decides to spread it around a little. So in a way, if you were schlumpier and you went out with the schlumpier guy, he wouldn't have cheated. See what I'm saying?
Yeah, but that happened too. I had friends that.
You had schlumpy guys who cheated?
No, I had schlumpy friends that had schlumpy guys, and the guys,
What kind of? Yeah.
As soon as someone gets a girlfriend, then they're more attractive anyway. You know what I mean?
Oh, I know.
Because like they say, if men are like single or not married or alone by a certain age, then there's a reason why. So.
Right. Bruce, you feel other women coming on to you as soon as you got married?
Mm-hmm.
Really?
I thought you'd like that.
No, just prostitutes, right? Hey,
cruel.
What kind of vocational school did you go to? Or why did you go to vocational school?
Well, because I was in nurse assisting.
Oh, you were?
Yes.
Oh.
I was for a year. I thought I wanted to work in a hospital.
Do you have that outfit still?
No. Huh? Actually, we didn't have very nice outfits. It was just, scrubs and...
Yeah, but you doctor it up a little. You hike up the skirt. You unzip
I had the big red lipstick on. That was about it.
Wow. And so you went to... And this is in Ohio?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think they have that out here. I mean, I think it's a great idea, by the way, which is and if anyone from the school district is listening, from any city that we're in, it's a great idea, which is, hey, by the 8th, 9th, 10th grade, you know who's going to college and who isn't. I mean, I was a horrible student, 9th grade, 8th grade. All my dickhead friends were horrible students. Nobody was going to college, but we all had to sit there pretending like we were going to go to college. And then everyone graduated high school and had nothing to do. We all went to work carpet cleaning. No one had a skill. We could have been, apprentice plumbers or electricians or masons or
they have
nurses.
Computer classes and police officer class. I mean,
yeah, why not? I mean, why not? And why? And let me. I got another thing to say. What is it with this? You're going to college. You're going to college. You could go to college. You might go to college. Well, what is the big deal? I mean, look out in society. 3/4 of society hasn't gone to college. At least they still work. They make a living. We need people not to go to college. You
so
idiots.
Many people ask me if I've ever gone to college or if I'm ever going to go, and not that I wouldn't consider going, but it just hasn't worked out for me at this time in my life. And I think that I'm much more successful than anyone that I've ever went to school with that graduated from college.
Well, please,
So,
they've been in their first year at this point, or third year of grad school, or at the law office or whatever. They ain't driving around a Cobra.
Yeah.
Actually,
and a BMW.
Yeah, I was going to say, what Heather does is she actually took some tie downs and strapped the BMW on top of the Cobra and sits on top of that, and then has a small Asian woman steer the Cobra from underneath the dashboard, so it appears as if she's driving both vehicles right down Main Street of her hometown of Akron.
Yeah.
Is it Akron?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, I like that vocational thing. So you decided you weren't going to college, you're going to be a nurse.
Mm-hmm.
And do you know all that stuff?
I learned a lot of it. A lot of it's, disappeared.
That's good. So by the time you're ready to graduate, you could learn to work in a doctor's world.
Yeah, you have a lot of credits already under your belt.
I wish they'd do that. I was a ceramics major. I just sat in high school drooling, learning nothing, no skills, no nothing. And then everyone graduated, and I never went to college. Yeah. Bruce with this silver spoon in his mouth. What college you go to, Bruce?
Andrews University.
Who? Andrews?
Are you a Barron's College guide here? You know them all?
Andrews?
Yeah.
Yeah. Is that accredited? I've never heard of that.
No,
Where'd you go? Where'd you do your medical college?
Loma Linda University.
Okay. Katie?
Disown me now that I've done the show.
All right. Wait a minute. Listen, goofball. Are you going to pick a call? I swear to God, I just talked for 15 minutes. You couldn't pick another goddamn call in that time? Now I have to look at the screen.
Are you done
never
with
seen
that?
it before?
Are you finished?
Yes, I'm finished. And don't act like I'm not.
Okay, let's do number
Jesus Christ.
6.
This is the part I love most about Bruce, is we get into this argument every night. You pick the calls. Do you understand?
I picked the call. I wanted you to finish it. You don't ever have any...
You pick the next call.
All right. I did. 6.
Alicia.
Yeah.
You're 16.
Yeah.
What's up?
A lot.
Yeah.
It was interesting you guys were just talking about vocational school. I'm in the nursing program at my school.
That's excellent.
I was listening to you guys talk about
You're not calling from the L.A. area, are you?
No.
No, they don't have that here, I don't think. Where are you calling from?
From PA.
Oh, okay.
Okay. But anyway, my question was, my boyfriend, after we've been together for like 2 months, and it's been a while, and we performed oral sex on each other.
You've been living together for 2 months?
No. We've been seeing each other.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
And we ended up performing oral sex on each other.
Nice.
And after that, he told me he had hepatitis B.
After that, huh?
Yeah.
That's nice.
And it kind of scared me because, I read about it and stuff, and
yeah, it's highly unlikely that you're going to get it that way.
Yeah.
How old is your boyfriend?
He's like 20.
How did he get it?
He doesn't know. He got tested in January, and he said that, he could have got it sexually, or it could have been dried up blood somewhere.
Oh, it could have been the needles, could have been the hookers. I mean, who knows? Really, he's drunk most of the time.
But
how old is he?
He's 20.
20?
Yeah.
He's not older than 20?
No.
21, maybe?
No, he's 20.
Where'd you meet him?
Where did I meet him? It was we went out to a golf course one day, and I met him there. So, he's from around here, and I know a kid at school that worked with him.
Does he work at the golf course?
He doesn't anymore.
He didn't drive the ball collection tractor, did he?
No.
Huh?
No.
I swear to God, I went to the driving range at Griffith Park a few years ago. There was a guy with a cot mattress strapped to his back and a football helmet and a rake, and he was collecting the balls. And I yelled through the fence at him, "This is the world's worst job." I am not exaggerating. He did not have a tractor. He had a mattress strapped to his back, and he was wearing a helmet, and he was collecting the balls from the driving range. with a mattress and a helmet.
Sounds like a third world golf.
I swear to God. And you know every guy was aiming for him.
Can I ask you another question?
Yeah.
I've had this problem with this girl, and I had to change schools because of her. She ended up turning lesbian. And, you know, she said she was my friend and everything, and she still won't leave me alone. I've been to court twice because of her.
Oh, why did you have to change schools because of her?
Put it this way, she threatened to kill me and my mom.
Yeah.
And the police, she just turned 18, and she's still harassing us.
Okay.
The police won't do nothing about it.
You got to get a restraining order.
We tried that.
Why can't you get a restraining order against someone who's threatened to kill you? Huh?
They won't put it through.
Of course they will. Of course they will. What are you talking about?
I swear to God.
Hold on a second. Listen, Alicia.
Yeah.
You are like the chaos queen of the 90s. Chaos follows you wherever you go, right?
Yeah.
You got an older, screwed up boyfriend with the hepatitis. You got the crazy lesbian homicidal killer driving you out of school. Wherever you go, chaos ensues.
She sounds depressed.
Now, who do you think that is? You or everyone else?
That's everybody else.
Okay, that's good. Now you can go through your whole life that way then.
Yeah, so it sounds like you probably have a long story.
Yeah, very long story. We don't have time to get to.
Make it short. We went to court because she assaulted me, and then they let her off and put her on probation.
Right.
Well, as soon as her probation got off, she started harassing us again.
Right. And then you reported her again.
Yeah.
And?
She ordered food from a sub place. She ordered $70 worth of food and delivered it to our house.
All right, so she started harassing you again, and then what? You reported her to the cops?
The cops wanted to arrest her, but the guy at the pizza place was like, no, I don't want to do that. It's not my problem.
Okay, so then what?
Nothing's happened since then. It was like a week ago.
Okay.
I just don't understand why she just can't.
Oh, well, she has
18 years old.
Okay.
And she was in 10th grade with me last year.
Okay, listen. Hey, Alicia?
Yeah.
There's no doubt that there's people that are screwed up out there in the world.
Yeah, I know.
There's millions of them. The real question is, why do you find all of them?
I don't know. Because
All right.
I'm a nice person. And
No.
I helped her through, like, a lot of problems.
There you go.
Stuff.
Listen, Alicia, start helping yourself, would you?
I will.
All right, don't get pregnant.
And, well, watch out with the boyfriend. You obviously realize the risk of...
Start testing your boyfriends first.
Listen, I just want all the parents to kill themselves. Just kill yourselves, would you? You're horrible, horrible people. You really, you shouldn't be licensed to drive a golf cart, you horrible parents out there screwing your kids up. It just kills me. You know what I mean? This poor Alicia, you can hear it in her voice.
Right.
She's going to get hooked up with every screwball in the world. And listen to me, all you pathetic dads out there who like to knock up a whole host of girlfriends and then hit the road. Your daughters grow up scared, confused, vulnerable. They end up getting used, hooked on stuff. You guys just please kill yourself now. That's what I'd like. We live in a utopia for every one of you pathetic, cowardly dads. I don't care how old you are, 17, 18, 19. You knock somebody up, you take care of that kid. That's it. Pussies. Cowards. And then they just grow up wandering through life. They don't know where to go. They get hooked up with a bunch of homicidal lesbians. That's a good name for a band.
I think there's
Write down homicidal lesbian.
There's already a band called that.
You think there's a homicidal?
I'm sure there is.
What about suicidal lesbian?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'd probably get too much crap from Glad. All right, we're going to take a little break. Heather Kozar is here. She's the 1999 Playmate of the Year. Could you put that thing on buzz instead of on the on Ring?
Yes,
that pager of yours, please?
Yes, Adam.
Okay, we'll take a break.
Hey, this is Nina from the Cardigans. You've probably heard about all the bad things that can happen to you if you're sexually active but not using condoms. Well, I'm going to say it again. Use a latex condom. There's a lot of sexually transmitted diseases out there, and you don't need to get them. So if you're going to fool around, use a latex condom to help reduce the risk. Always.
Brought to you by Westwood One Entertainment and Trojan, America's #1 condom. Trusted for over 80 years.
The phone number for LoveLine is 1-800-LOVE-191. LoveLine, I'll be right back.
LoveLine.
WBBN.
It's LoveLine. I'm Adam Carolla. That is Dr. Bruce. Heather Kozar is here. I'm just laughing because Bruce is making a little small talk with Heather, asking her about being Playmate of the Year and want to know if she did any speaking at schools or hospitals or anything. It's like, no, she flashes her boobs and signs pictures of herself. What's she doing at the schools?
That's why I was like, what?
He didn't really think that one out. He was just making a little small talk. He's not used to being around beautiful women, except for his wife.
Oh,
right?
Oh,
there you go. Out of trouble. Phone number 1-800-LOVE-191. All right, I'll tell you what we'll do. Bruce?
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you right now.
Okay.
We're going to power through some calls.
Okay.
All right? So, here we go.
Let's start with 2.
Here we go. Brett?
Yeah.
You're 20.
Yes.
You want to know how effective are vasectomies?
Yeah. The reason I ask is I recently the wife I'm with, or the girl I'm with, we've already got 2 kids. We only want 2, and she doesn't want to get her tubes tied. She wants me to get a vasectomy. So
Okay.
Now the reason I ask is because we were just visiting over at her aunt's house the other day, and she got pregnant from some guy that got a vasectomy, and then she met another girl.
Okay. Hey, Brett, I don't know if you're playing Nintendo while you're describing this or not, but you seem very distracted. People sit on hold for 95 minutes on this show, and then they get on, and they're like,
Lost a train
there's
of
too
thought.
much going on there.
So
Brett, they're very effective, are they not?
They're very effective, but first 90 or so days after you get it, you have to use some other
All right,
form
but
of
consult a physician. He should tell you. And I hear the first orgasm's real good after that. I'm thinking about getting a vasectomy just so I can have that first orgasm. Heather, you want to be there?
Okay.
I mean, it's a scientific experiment, not. Oh,
Well,
please, not
absolutely
nothing
for
sexual, but for science.
All in the name of science.
Patrice,
Yeah.
you're 20.
Hi.
What's going on?
I was wondering, I have really bad cramps when I have my period, and I heard somewhere, I don't know if I heard it on the radio or I read it, that if you have sex during your period, it'll lessen the cramps. And I was wondering if that's true, and if it's the act of having sex, or if it's orgasming, or what is it?
Heather, what do you think?
I don't know about that one. Because since I've been on the pill, I have minimal cramps and
Yeah.
Right. Getting on the pill and regulating your hormones is a reliable way to do that. If in one individual or another that's happened, it's not something that's reproducible or that's a rule or a...
Are you on the pill, Patrice?
No.
No.
that would help your cramps a lot.
Okay.
You have a boyfriend?
No, not right now.
All right, but you can get on the pill anyway.
It's nice to know exactly the day that you're going to start anyway, just for your own peace of mind.
All right, Patrice?
All right, thanks.
All right, so get on the birth control. That's good for cramping, or just wait around and take some of that Midol or Pamprin, or
you could do that, but
You do that, but it doesn't go away.
right,
Yeah.
No.
getting regulated.
that you get cramps, Heather? You used to.
Not nearly as bad as I used to. Now it's like every once in a while I'll get bad, but
What the hell is that with the cramping? I mean, what kind of design was that? You guys are religious. What kind of thinking went into the cramping
it's the whole
mechanism?
childbearing.
All right, but it's like you're having a kid every month, you know? I mean...
Do they let you do lectures at schools or like...
I do lecture, yes, Bruce. I'm glad you brought that up. Yes, I've been at many universities. Some
Not without Drew, though, I bet. Okay.
Here's the real deal. I could draw without Drew. I don't think Drew would draw without me.
Sorry.
Yes.
Want to tweak your ego there.
Yes, we are in the lecture circuit. Orlando?
Yeah.
You're 18.
Yes, I am.
What's going on?
Well, I have this best friend, and he's 19, and he had relations with this person who was 13.
Mm-hmm.
And you guys made a comment about pedophiles earlier, and I was just wondering, is there anything wrong with that?
Yeah, well, he's one of the guys we're going to kill.
Yeah.
No, he's No.
What?
No. Listen, he's a horrible guy, but he's 18, she's 13, right?
No,
That's not as bad.
What?
It was a little boy.
Oh, he's 18 and the boy's
19 and 13.
Would you shut up? The boy. Okay.
No, the guy is 19 and the boy is 13.
Thank you.
Oh.
Just what I said. Right.
Okay.
Oh, boy. And where did he meet this boy?
Well, from what I hear, it's a friend of a friend, and they spent the night over at this friend's house, which was another little boy, and they just started talking, and they the older person brought some drinks, and they started drinking.
What do you mean the older person? Was that him or somebody else?
No, my friend, the person who's 19, brought some drinks and shared it with the 13-year-old.
Okay. This guy is... You are responsible, I think, for reporting this. If I knew about it legally, I'd have to report it. This guy is a pedophile. He's going to continue to do it. And this is like, getting a 13-year-old drunk to have sex with him.
But the other person initiated it, and
the third
is starting to develop.
Wait, hold on a second. How many people were there?
2 people.
2 people, and the 13-year-old initiated it.
Yeah, in a way.
Yeah, well, in a way. After you got the 13-year-old drunk.
Yeah.
Please, are you gay?
I'm bisexual.
Uh-oh. What happened to you? Did someone do something to you?
No.
Little something?
Nothing happened to me.
Really? I thought you had to have someone screw with you before you got to be bi. Nothing?
No, it's
all right, but somebody must have done something to your friend.
There was a lot of abuse.
Yeah. Somebody sexually abused him.
Not sexually abused.
Look into it. Any guy, any 19-year-old who's getting 13-year-olds drunk and trying to get in their pants or getting into their pants, I bet had something up with them too. I don't want to let this guy off the hook, but I'm sure there was something going on at his house.
Yeah, it sounds like you're stressed about this. You have awareness that this is a really horrible thing that happened, and that you have some.
I don't know what to do because they're my best friend. And
listen. If your best friend is a murderer or your best friend does something horrible, your responsibility is not to that person. Your responsibility is to people, God, however you want to look at it. But it sounds like you have a conscience, and you're not going to be able to live with your conscience. Every day that you delay, this guy's out there doing the same thing, and you're more responsible. So,
all right, he's not going to call the cops on this guy.
Yeah, why not?
Is he?
Sure.
How about convincing this guy to get some help?
No. Okay.
I'm trying to, and they're saying...
I'm trying to be realistic.
Feelings.
What's that?
They're starting to develop feelings for the person.
They're developing feelings for each other.
Yeah.
Okay. But understand all the more reason why he needs to get a little counseling.
This guy doesn't need a little counseling. This guy needs to go to jail.
Listen.
Okay. I mean, that's the law.
Hey, I'm with you. I just don't think Orlando is going to call the cops on him.
I think he might.
I'm trying to do something realistic here.
Orlando, if you were convinced and you had support, would you call the police? It's not the police. Call Child Protective Services, okay? Listen, Child Protective Services is just what it says it is. It's Child Protective Services. This is a child, and he's been violated. You want to do something about it. You're not going out there with a gun and killing your friend.
I know.
You're doing the responsible thing.
And they won't tell your friend who reported it.
Right.
So he won't know that it was you.
He'll just do the math in terms of the only one who's ever told us Orlando.
Well, true.
What about the advice bothers you? Calling a Child Protective Services office?
Because I've known my friend forever.
All right, listen. Oh, okay. Listen, you'd be doing your friend a favor ultimately too, because otherwise he's just going to be committed or damned to this life. You understand?
Yeah, I know.
I mean, it's like if I had a friend who was an alcoholic, I'd try to do an intervention and get him off the stuff. It'd be for his own good. He might be kicking and screaming, but ultimately it'd be for his own good. This guy needs some therapy. He needs some intervention. He needs to work his problems out.
Oh.
Why aren't you having sex with this guy?
Because I'm not attracted to the person I grew up with him.
Yeah. Why don't you have sex with him? I mean, you're bi, he's bi. You know, you live nearby. Everything's bi. I don't know. Listen, you call. You have to intervene, or you just, or even why don't you just talk to the guy and tell him, listen, you're nuts. Okay, what if you did this? What if you talk to the guy and said, listen, you're way out of line. This is a kid. You're destroying this child, and you're you're breaking the law. And if you don't stop this relationship, I will call the cops. And then it's up to him. How about that?
Because
try that.
no,
All right,
but
good.
the kid needs to get help. That kid is messed up because of that.
Okay, but
experience.
listen, hold on. You don't think the kid was messed up before he got to this guy,
He's
had a
more
few
messed
drinks,
up
and
now,
initiated
he
the
needs-
sex?
He needs to get some help.
What do you think was
He's not
done to
gonna
that
get
kid?
help.
Who do you think messed with that kid already? You know
Somebody.
what I'm saying? Of course, somebody.
But this is what's going to bring things to light so that the kid gets some help.
Listen, I was suggesting this to, I don't know who the hell was in here last week, but I'm done with this country. Heather, we're moving to Canada.
Let's drop a bomb and leave.
Who was I talking? Who was I talking to? I was going to move to Canada with last week. I don't know what it was, but she didn't take me up on it. Who? What? Yeah, Jules. Right. Oh, Jules Asner from E. Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she was a little stuck up, and that's all right. She was uptight, but you and I could see us going to Canada together, start a new life, do some ice fishing during the winter. I'll get I'll raise huskies, have some dogs, and forget about this life. Forget about this modeling and the radio and all that. We'll have an honest life over there, place where you can raise a kid. You know what I mean? Don't have to worry about him, right?
What are you looking at me for?
I don't know. All right, I'm going to take a break.
Okay.
That means we're all going to take a break. When we come back, we'll talk to Tiffany. Tiffany's 15. Mom's boyfriend is making inappropriate comments about her breasts.
Where's Mom?
Oh, jeez. Can you just can you find can we take one? I swear to God, I'm this close to killing myself. Do you understand me? Bruce?
Mm-hmm.
Why don't we mix it up? We'll speak to Amy. She's got let's talk about being a playmate.
Okay.
Can we do that?
Yes.
You understand that concept?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
LoveLine will be right back. LoveLine will be right back.
Man turns animal for the erotic pleasures of women.
It's LoveLine.
All right. W-E-B-N.
Hey, Ann, when's the last time we gave the email address out on this show? Just out of curiosity. We're going to venture a guess. 6 months? Do you really think 6 months?
It's been a long time.
I think it's been a year and a half.
Not a year and a half.
I personally have not given the email address on this
get
show.
emails daily.
I know, but I don't know if Drew has. I don't think Drew has either, but I don't know the email address on this show. It's not written anywhere
I think
in here.
he rattles it off. I think, yeah.
No,
We
Ann.
have over 1,000 emails
And
now.
I am telling you, I would bet my car and my right nut that Drew, I can speak personally, I haven't done it in, I think it's like 2 years.
Yeah, but Drew's...
No,
gives
Drew
numbers
Drew
and
does
stuff.
Drew does his drdrew.com thing. He has not given the email on this show. I don't think it's been way over a year.
No.
Oh, absolutely. I guaranteed.
I don't think so.
I swear. Where's Dooley? Where's
home?
Mike Dooley? Call Dooley at home and ask him seriously. Don't feed him anything. Just ask him if he can if he can remember.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, I think you're wrong.
Ask Dooley. I
Because one
guarantee
time they
sit
asked
here
me to look at the email, and that was about 6 months ago because Drew wasn't here. So
and give the address.
no, just respond to it. Look at it.
You've never read the address on this show. That's what I'm saying.
No, I can't remember.
Okay. Okay, listen, let's just move forward. Heather Kozar is here. She's the 1999 Playmate of the Year. She will be, and I haven't plugged this thing enough, by the way, at the Playboy Expo, which is at the Pacific Design Center, the building they call the Blue Whale. It is on Melrose, I believe, in West L.A. Saturday and Sunday, this thing's going to be going off, and they're going to have Hughes... round bed there, 121 Playmates?
No, 210.
Holy Christ, how'd I screw that one
The
up?
most ever under one roof.
210 Playmates and
Everything Playboy.
everything Playboy. What time does it start, do you know?
10 to 6 on Saturday and 11 to 7 on Sunday.
Okay, and you are like the jewel in the Playboy crown. I mean, you will be the belle of that ball. You're the 1999 Playmate of the Year.
Mm-hmm.
That's fantastic.
I like that.
Sure, why not? Amy,
Yeah?
you're 16.
Yeah, I know.
All right. Listen, now I got to put you on hold because I got a little attitude. That's all. We'll go to someone who wants to be a little friendlier. Sean?
Yeah.
You're 15.
Yeah, it was a couple days ago, and I was, like, late at night, and these girls called me up. They're like, hey, we're going to pick you up. And they were like, just called me up. They're like, we're going to pick you up. Yeah, you're going to lose your virginity. We're going to take you here. And then I was like, yeah, whatever. So I snuck out, and we parked on the side of the road, and pretty soon they were just in their G-strings. And then, like, they were saying, yeah, you ready to lose your virginity and everything? I was like, no, it's not going to happen, whatever. And we just were hooking up, doing a lot of stuff. And then she was, like, sitting on top of me, and she basically forced it into her. And I just kind of went from there, got carried away, and ended up having sex with both of them. And then after that, they told me they'll just be glad that it wasn't with someone you loved, because then you just end up, like, breaking each other's hearts and stuff. And they're like, this can become a continuous thing if you don't tell anybody about it. And then the girl that I lost it to was my first kiss.
Jesus.
And then the thing is, the next night, both those girls were with another guy. And I'm starting to, I don't know what to think and what to do, because I'm kind of starting to have feelings for one of the girls.
Yeah. Well, it's tough. You always do. You're young. It's your first, all that. Forget about it.
Get tested for your STDs.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I couldn't say no. I mean, these girls are like...
Of course. Listen, I understand. You're fine.
Should I pursue something with this girl, or...?
No.
Mm-mm.
She's insane.
No, not if they're with other guys the next night. They're obviously just using you for sex and kicks and...
Fine.
There's a powerful
Jesus,
attraction.
Where were these chicks when I was in high school, for Christ's sake? Not one of them. Everyone's completely healthy and adjusted. Big doses of self-esteem.
Because the girl was like my first love. Like, I fell in love with her, and it was a while back, and now she's kind of back in the picture, and I mean...
All right, go after her.
So, that's the girl I lost it to.
Oh, wait.
The first kiss and the first...
Yeah, but you fell in love with her, and she's back in the picture? What are you talking about?
Well, it was back, like, I was in 7th grade, she was in 8th grade, and now she's a junior, I'm a sophomore.
Okay. She's nuts, though, all right, Sean? Find somebody else. She's going to drive you crazy.
Okay.
I know you're obsessed, but it's only because you slept with her. This is why people shouldn't be screwing so young. Their minds are so fragile, it starts warping things. You can't... listen, you're stupid enough when you're 15. You start mixing sex into it. It's like you can't... It's like why you're not supposed to drive forklifts when you're drunk. It's too much. It's hard already to drive the forklift, and then you get drunk and you start crashing into boxes. This is why you shouldn't have sex at 15. I really mean it. Your mind is too screwed up.
Sounds like you got raped.
Listen, this could have been a Vietnamese hooker who raped him in an alley. He'd be in love.
Yeah, right.
That's the way the mind works. All right, you got another call picked out?
Well, you were going to go back to...
I was?
For Heather.
All right, we'll see how our attitude is. Amy?
Yeah?
You're 16?
Yeah?
Okay. Ooh, that was close.
Oh, okay. Well, you guys all kick ass, so...
All right, thank you.
Heather, I was wondering what's your favorite part about being a Playmate?
My favorite part about being a Playmate is all the traveling that I get to do around the world, and also being able to hang out at the Playboy Mansion. That's a lot of fun.
My favorite part is Heather's ass. Bruce, you got a favorite part?
Well, thank you.
Personality.
Thank you.
Does she have a great personality, or?
Seriously, you'd sleep with me before Bruce, right? Right?
I'll flip a coin.
Oh, my God. No. Come on.
Oh.
Come on.
Come on.
Come on. I'm like a big TV star and stuff, right, Bruce?
I don't know. I've never seen any of your TV stuff except for that. Never.
All right, you shut up. Stop bad-mouthing the show.
I didn't say that.
Jesus Christ. Every time I see Bruce, all he does is bad-mouth the TV show.
I didn't say anything about the TV show.
You were about to, weren't you? And don't you every time I see you?
I just say, let him hang a TV camera in here. It would be more entertaining, that's all.
And then you go on to say bad things, don't you?
I'd never want to really hurt your feelings.
It's too late.
I know you're a sensitive guy.
The honeymoon is over. Amy?
Yeah?
You thinking about being a Playmate?
I don't know. Should I?
How old are you, 16?
Yes.
Yeah, you still have to wait till you're 18, so you have some time to think about that.
Do you think I should?
Well, it's kind of, a choice that you'll have to make and
Well, I don't know.
something you have to live with for the rest of your life.
As long as we're suggesting professions, why don't we go with like astronaut or something? Would be an astronaut?
Oh, okay.
I think she's willing to do anything.
Lion tamer? How about a lion tamer? Oh, wait.
Because they make money.
No, what about a pirate?
You have to do something, though, that you enjoy and that, makes you happy. So
All right.
think about that, too.
Well, I have one more thing to say. Well, you were saying earlier how there's two types of women that when you cheat on them,
Right.
one of them either kicks your ass or they pursue the girl.
Right.
If somebody cheated on me, neither of them would be safe. I'd kill both of them.
Oh, that's very refreshing.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's really 3 types.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, Amy. Are you staying in school, right?
Yeah.
Don't get pregnant.
Why?
Because I think you need like a fine wine. You need a few more years to mellow before you reach your full bouquet.
And you need to think about the child, too.
Okay, good girl.
I'm responsible.
All right. This Amy's a delight, isn't she?
She's
you want to
ready
be
to
a
try
playmate?
anything.
You want to be a playmate? Okay. You think I should? Don't have any kids. Why? She's a real literalist.
Maybe she already has one.
I like that. All right, we will take ourselves a little break. I got to call engineer Mike at home. This is driving me completely insane now with this 6-month call. He agreed with producer Ant. Didn't agree with her. He actually brought it up. But I actually think 6 months is, we're talking about the email address. I think that is when you can't remember the last time, but you know it's happened at some point, that's the standard unit of measurement you use. I use that with teeth cleaning. When it comes to the dentist, like the dentist goes, the last time you came in here for a teeth cleaning, I go, I don't know, 6 months? 4 years. Can we deduct the 6 months from that, though? So would it be 3.5 years? I got to talk to Dooley and
You're
work
so
this
obsessive.
out.
You're obsessive.
I really am.
Just let it go.
No, because it drives me insane.
I'll get you Prozac tomorrow night.
Could you please? And what about that Viagra? Bring the rest of that in.
You took 5 at once. Your pants is just swelling.
Lock the door. Heather's not getting out of here. All right, we'll be back.
Call 1-800-LOVE-191. Operators are standing by. LoveLine will be back in a minute.
Oh, yeah, right there. It's LoveLine on WEBN.
It is LoveLine, and that is it. Heather, thank you very much for coming in.
Thanks for having me.
You were delightful, and I'm sure you'll make the Playboy Empire proud. 1999 Playmate of the Year, Heather Kozar. You can find her at the Playboy Expo, which is in the Big Blue Whale, the design center, which is over on Melrose in West LA. Saturday and Sunday all day, 200 and some odd Playmates, Hughes Round Bed, and
Once in a lifetime.
That's a good name for a band, too. Hughes Round Bed. Yes. So what do we have? Homicidal Lesbian and Hughes Round Bed. One is a hard rock band. The other's an alternative band. That's Hughes Round Bed. Write that down. So, until next time, this is Adam Carolla for Dr. Bruce saying mahalo.
This has been LoveLine. The views expressed on LoveLine are not necessarily those of the staff, the management, or the sponsors of this radio station. And are probably not the views of Westwood One Entertainment. LoveLine is produced by Ann Wilkins Ingle. Now, please listen to this station longer.